When exactly did you see him, and what did you talk about? I wasn't sure how I felt about being interrogated, but I'd play along, especially since I might need to repay the favor one day when I was not investigating, one of our local mysteries. Like I said, it was last Tuesday. Josh interrupted me and glared. You said last week. Fine. So I said last week instead of Tuesday, but it was Tuesday. Can I go on? I waited for Josh to nod, then continued my story. Anyway, I saw him coming down the back stairs. I waved, he waved, but that was it. He looked happy. He's been looking that way for weeks. I know he's still dating that woman from Bakerstown, but typically, he's not that chipper about her. Josh mused over his notes. When he finished writing, he looked up. And nothing. I went to Bakerstown to get dog food. I don't think I've seen him since. A bad feeling came over me. Wait, are you telling me he's disappeared? Have you called Greg? Josh followed me to the counter where I grabbed my phone. Calm down, Miss Gardner. Kyle is currently working the front counter at my store, which means I need to get back to make sure everything is all right. So you're concerned that Kyle's too happy? And you're going to fix that? I watched as Josh took 2 of the sample brownies from the plate on the counter and put them on a napkin. He didn't answer me as he headed to the door. Josh? He turned back to look at me. Yes? You're a strange guy. After he stomped out, I returned to the couch and my book. I had 30 minutes until Toby arrived to start his shift, and if I hurried, I could not only finish this book, but sort through the advance reader copies in the back room for my next read. Walking down to Diamond Lily's to meet Greg for lunch, I paused in front of Antiques by Thomas. Kyle was working on a window display. He saw me watching and waved at me with a big grin on his face. The tattoos that peeked out from his rolled-up sleeves reminded me of his background before joining the South Cove community. The kid looked way too happy as he scrubbed dirt off the windowsill. Josh was right. Something was definitely up with our bad boy turned good. As I entered the diner, Greg saw me and waved from our favorite booth. He's my boyfriend, and also South Cove's police detective. I keep telling him he needs to get Mayor Baylor to change his title to Chief King, but Greg isn't the power type. Besides, the mayor was already concerned that Greg wanted his job. The good thing about that was it kept the guy on his toes. Everyone loved Greg, not so much the mayor. I paused at the booth, taking in his sandy hair and tanned face. If not for the South Cove police dress shirt and the handgun at his side, you could mistake him for a surfer fueling up for the next wave. I brushed his hair out of his eyes and then kissed him lightly. Hey, stranger. I'm glad you set up lunch. I don't think I've seen you for weeks. It hasn't been that long. He pushed a glass of iced tea toward me. I told Carrie you'd order when you got here, but I've got the stuffed meatloaf special already going. I glanced at the menu. It was Wednesday, and I was having my favorite meal, fish and chips. Carrie was busy with another customer, so I set the menu aside and sipped my tea. Emma found a doll on the beach this morning during our run. I told her she could keep it, since it looked like it washed up on shore. I haven't had any reports of missing dolls, but you might want to check the condition of the face. I'd hate to have her choke on a loose eye or something. He leaned back as Carrie set his plate in front of him. Thanks, that smells amazing. I don't even want to know what you're talking about. Carrie grinned at Greg, then turned to me. Fish and chips? Of course, it's Wednesday. I glanced at the iced tea. I guess that's all. No vanilla milkshake? Carrie pressed, since that was my usual drink on Wednesday. I figure it's a good cheat day, since I'm running daily.